it. You see the good things in other people. Why can't you see the good things in yourself? Once had a friend who openly admitted that he was jealous of me and that he wanted to beat me. After he said that, I was like, kind of changed how I saw him from there on out. And I was just thinking to myself, life is already full of suffering, pain, hardship, and difficulty. Why make it even harder by envying others? Welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success Secrets Monday edition with me, your host, Marcus. On today's episode, we're going to talk about why you're jealous of others. And just to get right into it, you're jealous of other people because you don't see the good qualities in yourself. Okay, like there's a scarcity of good intentions towards yourself. And we've probably all been jealous and envious at some point. And I'll explain the difference later on in the video. There's no surprise today. I just want you to think about what I'm saying, that instead of being jealous and envious of other people, why don't you be zealous? Have a lot of enthusiasm and excitement towards what you're doing, because you think about all the jealousy, the laziness, the laziness, the fear. If you take all these things out and just focus on your entrepreneurial endeavor, you'll be in a lot better place. Okay. Now let's explain the difference between envy and jealousy. Envy is a discontented longing for someone else's advantages. It's like, why is this guy, good looking versus that? Why is his business much more successful than mine? Understand you can make your business successful, but put your energy in the right direction and make it, positive. And also jealousy is the unsuspicion. It's the unpleasant, suspicious, or apprehension of rivalship towards somebody else. Like you're like competing with this person and you're like, okay, I'm trying to beat him in what he's doing. Instead of, like I said before in a previous video, is that you want to focus on collaborating, creating versus competing and comparing. The normal thing to do in a given situation is to compare and to compete. But if you take what your business is doing, you're like, hey, this other business is helping people, let me help them too. Like, let's say you paint houses. Like, you could team up with somebody who paints the exterior. Like, let's say you paint the interior of houses. You could team up with someone who paints the exterior of houses, so that you could end up helping people on a better scale and being zealous about that. So the main point of this video is be aware of why you're jealous of others. Because a lot of us deal with jealousy. It's one of those things that we don't talk about. I've been jealous of others before. I think it's something that I've kind of overcome. But yeah, it's a thing, and it makes you feel terrible. And remember, sin leads to death. So when you're envious of others, things are going to die. My friend told me he was jealous of me. It made me see him in a different light, and I didn't like it. Things have healed since then. But I just have learned it's not worth it to be jealous. There's almost nothing good that can come in. Also, too, the dark side of jealousy is that it can lead to violence. A lot of people have lost their lives because of jealousy. Other people have been jealous of them. And so you want to avoid that. Like I said, there's almost no good that comes from jealousy. You need to see the good things about yourself. And how do you see the good things about yourself? You got to spend time around people who see the good in you. Everybody has good things about them. You just have to understand and see it. You see the good things in other people. Why can't you see the good things in yourself? It's funny how people give credit and they recognize the good things about others, but they can't see the good things in themselves. So we're blind, we're subject to scarcity. So just think about what I'm saying. If you're self-employed, how's being jealous going to help you? A lot of people, when they see somebody driving a really nice car, usually someone who's self-employed, has the money to buy that type of car, they're like, how did he get that? What's his job? And instead of thinking, what's his job, think about, what can I learn from him? Okay, this is why you're jealous, because you're not aware of the good things in yourself. I'm telling you right now, as I make this video, that there are good things about you. All right, there's good things about me. You got to see those talents and capitalize on it and charge for it. All right, stop being jealous of others. Stop looking to the left and look to the right. Look inside to the good things that you're doing, that you can help others. Everyone has talent. All right, so I just want to say this today, is that you're jealous of others because you don't know the good things inside of you. You see the acres of diamonds in somebody else's backyard, but you ignore your own. Okay, we humans need help. And so I just want to encourage you today and empower you to know that you're above jealousy. You don't need to do it. And I'm going to show you how. See the good things in yourself. Whenever somebody says something to you about yourself, note it. Whenever you get more than 2 people who say something good about you, it's probably true. All right? So just think about someone's like, hey, man, you're really good. Like, you're really organized. If people always tell you that, know you're probably organized. Someone's like, hey man, you know, you're really good at this. You're probably really good. Like I said, all it takes is 2 people to boost your self-esteem. So pay attention. All right, but don't be jealous of it. It only leads to bad things, and there's a lot of good waiting for you. God has a lot of good waiting for you if you'll just get away from envy and jealousy and all the sin. Imagine if you had no sins, you just applied all your information, all your positive energy in a straight line. You get a lot of stuff done pretty quickly. All right, so I just want to, leave you with that. Why are you jealous of others? The difference between jealousy and envy. And instead of being jealous, be zealous. Put a Z. Rip the J out, put the Z in. Okay? Instead of being jealous, be zealous. Okay, and lastly, as always, unsuccessful people make decisions based on their current situation. Successful people, you hopefully make decisions based on where you want to be. Understand that jealousy is only going to push you back. Being zealous about what you're doing, collaborating with others, and creating with others is going to help you a whole lot more than being jealous and comparing and competing. And most of us are jealous and comparing and competing. We just hide it. We think no one's going to see it. And we say, oh, yeah, let's collaborate. We say it, but deep down inside, like, I'm just trying to be better than him. All right, why don't you try to outperform yourself how you were a year ago instead of being like, I'm going to beat Jamie or Tucker at this thing or Melissa, whatever. And so I'm going to be Esther at this thing. And so just help me, or just hear what I'm saying, not help me. Just hear what I'm saying today. And hopefully you got something good from this video. Okay, bye.